Welcome to Jenks. This is an athletic program that has produced 185 state championships, more than Broken Arrow, Owasso, and Union combined. Trojan football has won more state championships than any school over the last 30 years and is quickly becoming one of the top 50 winningest programs in the country. A football tradition that has produced 4 Hall of Fame coaches and 145 All-State players, the most in state history. What do you say we get this party started?
Trojans for life!
Welcome visitors to Allen Trimble Stadium. This is Jenks Trojan football.
Hello again and welcome to another edition of the Jenks Trojan TV show. Don King along with Adam Gaylor, the head coach of the Jenks Trojans, after a quick victory Thursday night because of the weather. It was moved from Friday to Thursday. Coach, against the Moore Lions, your thoughts on the game Thursday?
Well, great start, right? Came out and started fast offensively and defensively, and outside of 2 plays, defensively played really well. I think they had less than 100 yards of offense outside of those 2 plays. So we got to do a better job of working on the things that caused those 2 big plays. But offensively, I don't think we punted. So obviously that's a good night. Coach Cronster dialed it up yet again for another week. So really proud of how hard, how physical we were on both sides.
Landon Kazar continues to put up great numbers. I mean, he gets overlooked maybe a little bit by the media because of KD's sensational season and career, but talk about him at quarterback and how he has developed.
Man, just, super accurate. Wherever you need the ball, that's where Landon's going to put it. I think he had 2 incompletions the other night. I want to say he's, mid-70s or upper 70s as far as completion percentage. And, Coach Cronster just, it makes it easy for the quarterback, as far as like where to put the ball and not make it difficult for him. But, also the quarterback in our offense has a lot of responsibility as far as setting protections, being able to change protections based on certain looks. So there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of things that people don't necessarily see that Landon has control of and has done a phenomenal job of that all year.
Before we take a break, the situation, lightning hit, it was a running clock in the third quarter. We saw lightning toward the end of the third quarter, and then you guys decided to call it after that. That was a mutual decision?
Yes. Obviously, it'd be nice to get some of those younger guys some plays and some reps in there, but, with Moore being from Oklahoma City, the weather looked like it was just getting worse, and so for their safety and everybody's safety, their AD and Coach Martin and myself decided that.
Okay. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights. Jenks over the Moore Lions.
Make every occasion unforgettable with Waldo's Chicken and Beer. From corporate lunches to special events, enjoy our irresistible dishes, including breakfast. Waldo's full-service catering has you covered. We'll handle the food so you can focus on what matters. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, catering made easy.
Hey Trojans, get the only card that donates to Jenks Public Schools every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $160,000 so far. Support the Trojans with your card today.
Come with us to the new Meteora location on 61st and Yale. If you haven't been to Meteora before, you are missing out. From the large portions to the great prices, this is really one of the best places to eat in Tulsa. Not to mention the incredible service you receive from each team member. So get to Meteora on 61st and Yale as soon as you can, and don't forget to try the churros.
Red Rock Canyon Grill, where flavor steals the show.
Our pets are more than just pets. They're our people, our family. And when they get sick, we want them to be cared for like family. At Woodland West, pet care is personal. We care for your animals the same way we care for our own. As the most comprehensive facility in the Tulsa area for everything from diagnostics to treatment, you can trust that our team of compassionate veterinary experts are delivering the care your animal deserves. Your pet is always there for you. Let us be there to keep them in good health. Woodland West Animal Hospital.
Jenks head coach Adam Gaylor has been a part of 4 state title appearances as defensive coordinator. Just around the corner from Allen Trimble Stadium, there's another Jenks success story that has over 20 years of experience, and that's A+ Roofing Solutions. Let David and Christy Watson and A+ show you why they are considered a championship team. You may not be aware of recent storms damaging your roof, so call A+ and let their family take care of your family. Call A+ Roofing Solutions at 918-GET-ROOF.
As we get set for the highlights, Coach, one of the things we see is the Trojan helmet, and there's a crew that puts that together.
Yeah, several dads get together every week and inflate it and put it up, and it's not an easy task at all. That thing's really heavy. It's kept out in our where we keep some of the other equipment. And so, yeah, it's unbelievable. And, of course, they're always fired up for the game. So I love walking by it pregame, getting dabbed up, and sometimes chest bump before we go out.
And the moms are great. They have the Moms Club, too.
Yes. They feed us on the weekends. They feed the coaches on the weekends. They do a lot of different things, help set up different dinners and things for us and the players. So couldn't do it without them.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Pink out to Thursday night as well.
Yeah, obviously very important night and a little personal for me, and got all week, a couple times, got a little teary-eyed bringing some stuff up about my wife, and so our kids were unbelievable in how they represented her and all the other ladies that are battling breast cancer.
Honored Leslie Sheppers from the athletic department before the game. That was a nice touch.
Yes, she's awesome. She does a great job of helping she does a lot of running the athletic department,
right.
And Coach Barton would probably echo that sentiment. Good zone read there by Landon. He pulls it. They were in man-to-man, and they didn't have a quarterback player, so it makes a good decision and sticks it in.
His first varsity touchdown.
See, they chase on the quarterback, and there's no straight player. I gave him a hard time. I thought he was going to slide on that instead of breaking the arm tackle there. But nice job there by Landon. Good job by Aiden Stevens and knocking the blocker back and allowing Caleb Dillard to come in for the tackle. Here they try to run a reverse, get a bad exchange. Thought Luke had it the first time, and then Orlando hustles back there to get it the second time.
You can tell Luke's disappointed. He's upset at himself.
Yeah, want to get those takeaways. And then our one of our favorite formations with the direct snap to KD. Here, good pressure on him. Orlando Williams, he's had a couple of big weeks the past 2 weeks. Here we don't get out of our back pedal very well or soon enough, and number 2 is a really good athlete for them, and we got to stay on top of that route and use some, have a little bit better technique there.
Their quarterback Maverick Gardner was a starting receiver last year. They moved him to quarterback, Landis Green on the catch there.
Really athletic guy at quarterback for them. 3rd and 8, we get to 4th and short here, and we're going to go for it. If it's 4th and inside of 5. Pretty much outside of our own 10-yard line. I like our chances with our offensive line and number 2. Here, unbelievable job by Caleb Dillard staying in bounds off the fast screen there in the boundary. I don't know how he stayed in bounds, but he was right in front of me and he did. Great body control there by Caleb.
He's having an all-state type season on offense and defense.
Yes.
What do you think the college people are?
Oh man, just salivating over him just because of his big frame. He's 6'2", 175, almost 180 pounds, and he's going to do nothing but get bigger and stronger and faster. And he is. I think the things you don't see about Caleb is just how high his football IQ is, understanding coverages as a DB, and then also understanding those coverages when he's playing wide receiver as well. Hey, we got a 2-point conversion there.
Nice.
All right. We didn't drop it this time, so nice throw there by Isaiah Butcher. Good catch there by Braxton Daniel. Good call by Coach Morris. Here we got a simulated pressure on, and the guy that we're dropping is supposed to have the sticker out there, and Caleb comes down and takes a shot and misses a tackle, and again, they're one of their best players, gets the ball in open space, and was not a very good execution there by the Trojans defensively.
Clark Carricker saved the touchdown, but they do score from 7 yards out.
Yeah, again, obviously don't like that, and we gotta clean those explosives up. But again, take away those explosives. I think they had less than 100 yards of offense in the first half, and I think for the game they had around 30. Here we go, tempo, and our 12 personnel tempo package. We catch them with 12 guys on the field, and you know, hadn't shown this, and KD's been effective running out of that formation, and so we get we throw the pop pass, the jump pass there to Luke McAnally. Would like to eliminate the dance there at the end, and we're going to have reminders this week about how to celebrate with our teammates and not do things like that after practice. But good for Luke. I know he's excited to get in the end zone there.
His first varsity touchdown.
Good third down stop, force a quick pass, and Caleb Dillard comes up with a strong tackle there. Here we run a little reverse counter play with Clark Carricker, and he goes the distance. Number 4 can run, and Clark outran him, so I had to give him a hard time about just how fast he was. I guess he's not, you know, sometimes during practice he's not going full speed because that sucker sure is fast. So great play there by Clark.
Second longest touchdown in Jenks history, 92 yards.
Good TFL there by Orlando Williams, who continues to have great games defensively. Throw the copper out there on 3rd and long. Good strong catch by Cato, and gets a few extra yards down there to set up another touchdown. Here we go, direct snap to the big fella, Riley Kester, who nice high knees there into the end zone, but he doesn't do a silly dance and get a penalty, so proud of Riley for that, and celebrate with his teammates, and so that's awesome to see all the guys around him. And you can kind of see KD after emotions. KD, I'm not sure why the leg lift there, but you see KD with he signals touchdown as soon as he gets there, so everybody was fired up that we were able to get Riley in the end zone.
That's neat.
Here we get a sack there on 2nd down. They had a bad snap. Here we bring pressure. Orlando feels the back, kind of gets knocked off there, but it's 3rd and extra long, and Caleb Dillard rallies up and gets him on the ground there.
I know Nike is the new sponsor of the Trojans, and you've got the old school uniform. Outlook as Braxton Daniels takes it in.
Yeah, throw the throwback to the tight end there off play action. Yeah, very classic. That's what the kids wanted. You know, I gave it up to them and allowed them to figure out what they wanted, and that's the look they wanted. So it didn't hurt my feelings at all because I certainly love that look. There's Clark Carricker again with the tip pass, and Caleb Dillard, man, right on the spot. They had been throwing some RPOs to number 3, and so we got in a pressure to blitz from the trip side and roll the safety down to replace, and so got our hands on the ball, and big interception there by Caleb. Throw the wheel route to KD, gets it down into the two, and then he muscles it in for a touchdown. They mishandled the snap there, and Bryson Collier's on top of it, sets the offense up. Pretty good field position. Our offense is pretty decent if you make them go 80 yards, but they're especially tough if you give them short fields. So couldn't punch it in though. Owen Mahan comes in and makes it 60 there before the end of the half.
So yeah, you're up 60-14 at that halftime, and then the Jenks band performing. They had a great performance at the Band of America contest in St. Louis. You take a look at the first half stats.
Yeah, love obviously the 3 takeaways on defense, and only 4 first downs. And again, like to have a couple of those plays back defensively. And when you roll up 450 yards of offense almost in the first half, you're on a good pace.
And only 3 penalties.
Amen. There, nice catch by Braxton, get down inside the 5, and then KD finishes it off. Good drive. We wanted to set the tone coming out of the halftime, and then going forward, try to get some other guys in and get some of our younger guys some reps.
And then the weather moved in.
Yeah, big lightning strike, and that was all she wrote, unfortunately. But again, for safety issues, safety concerns, getting more back was really important. The game was where it was at, and we felt, that was the best decision.
Yeah, I know you would have liked to play a lot of reserves. They've got a chance to play in the next couple of weeks, and when we come back, we'll talk about that here on Jenks Trojan TV.
Make every occasion unforgettable with Waldo's Chicken and Beer. From corporate lunches to special events, enjoy our irresistible dishes, including breakfast. Waldo's full-service catering has you covered. We'll handle the food so you can focus on what matters. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, catering made easy.
Come with us to the new Meteora location on 61st and Yale. If you haven't been to Meteora before, you are missing out. From the large portions to the great prices, this is really one of the best places to eat in Tulsa. Not to mention the incredible service you receive from each team member. So get to Meteora on 61st and Yale as soon as you can, and don't forget to try the churros.
Red Rock Canyon Grill, where flavor steals the show.
Jenks head coach Adam Gaylor has been a part of 4 state title appearances as defensive coordinator. Just around the corner from Allen Trimble Stadium, there's another Jenks success story that has over 20 years of experience, and that's A+ Roofing Solutions. Let David and Christy Watson and A+ show you why they are considered a championship team. You may not be aware of recent storms damaging your roof, so call A+ and let their family take care of your family. Call A+ Roofing Solutions at 918-GET-ROOF.
When you've got to spend some time away, there's no better place for your best friend to stay than Woodland West Pet Resort. With 17,000 square feet of fun, you can both take a no-guilt vacation. Relax, both of you. Pick up a new skill. Chow down on some well-deserved vacation food. Make new friends. Have a spa day. And finally, come home to your best friend. Woodland West Pet Resort. Sit, stay, and play. Located next to Woodland West Animal Hospital off Highway 75 in the Jenks exit.
Welcome back to the Jenks Trojan Football TV show, and it's a pleasure to have number 15, starting tight end, a holder on the special teams, Jake Flowers, who has a couple of catches this year and has been very prominent on the special teams. Jake, first of all, thanks for joining us. Your thoughts on the overall season? How's it going for you?
I think this season's turned out really good. I think we're looking really strong, and I think we've proved some doubters wrong. I've had a bunch of people come up and tell me, "Oh, well, y'all are gonna lose this game. Y'all are gonna lose this game," and we keep on playing our game and we keep on proving them wrong.
Yeah, you sure do. How much has football meant to you? For those that don't know Jake's story, I certainly encourage you to go to KJRH. Great story that Channel 2 did on Jake with his pediatric challenges, and you've grown through all of that. Talk about what this program has meant to you.
I mean, this is everything, Jenks has always been here to support me. So, I played football my whole life, and even when I was sick, it's like those guys were still reaching out to me. Those guys were still showing up, and, I'm all the way in Oklahoma City, and they'd show up, and they'd be there to support me. And, this community is just, they've given everything to me, and so I really appreciate what they've done for me.
Yeah, football is really a family here, and that's a great example of that. Some of the guys that you've grown up playing with.
Yes, I've had guys by my side forever. Coaches too. A bunch of these coaches have been here, and they've been right by my side and backing me up.
Yep. Talk about the tight end situation, you and Braxton and others at that position. Luke McAnally is coming in. You guys seem to be doing really well this year as a group.
Oh, yeah. Our tight ends are looking great. Braxton has been phenomenal this season. I feel like every time he touches the ball, he's getting at least 50 yards,
Right.
And then we got, Luke McAnally, we got Carson Odom. We put them in. We want to run the ball, and those guys will just mow down anybody who comes up against them. So our tight end room is stacked. I feel like we got a bunch of dogs in there, so everybody's working in the tight end room. Everyone's trying to get each other better.
Talk about your situation as a holder. That kind of surprised me because you didn't do it last year. How did you get that position?
So holding, I've kind of done for a while. It was just something I started back in JTA, and it was like, who can hold the ball? And I was like, I'll try it. So just catch the ball, put it down. And so over the years, I did it freshman year. I did it coming into sophomore year. I just stuck with it. It wasn't. I just had kickers be like, you can hold the ball really well. Like, you know how to put it down. I'll be like, okay, thanks, So being a holder is just something that, I just kind of stuck with. And, chances come up to go play on the field, and I'll take whatever I can.
Exactly. You also play lacrosse, an outstanding lacrosse player. Is that something you want to do once you go to college?
Yeah, so I'm looking to get recruited for lacrosse. I've had a couple schools reach out, and I just really love what Jenks lacrosse has done for me. They've let me show what I have and prove that I can play at the next level. So that's what I'm aiming for, going to play in college and being an athlete there and just having a fun time there.
What do you want to do? You know what you want to do when you go to college, major wise? You have any idea?
I'd like to get into dental school, become an orthodontist. So a lot of work and playing lacrosse and having being on scholarship there, it definitely helps. So that's what I aim to do.
Good. Well, good luck to you the rest of this season. Good luck in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 15, Jake Flowers. He is a tight end, H-back, also the holder on the special teams, and we'll come back and talk about this week's game in just a minute.
Hey Trojans, get the only card that donates to Jenks Public Schools every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $160,000 so far. Support the Trojans with your card today.
Our pets are more than just pets. They're our people, our family. And when they get sick, we want them to be cared for like family. At Woodland West, pet care is personal. We care for your animals the same way we care for our own. As the most comprehensive facility in the Tulsa area for everything from diagnostics to treatment, you can trust that our team of compassionate veterinary experts are delivering the care your animal deserves. Your pet is always there for you. Let us be there to keep them in good health. Woodland West Animal Hospital.
As we wrap up this edition of the Jenks Trojan Football TV show, might go over the district standings because you guys have pretty much clinched now second place in the district behind Bixby. There's still a chance, obviously. Mustang played Bixby pretty tough Friday night, so you would have liked to see the Broncos pull that one off. That could have ended up in a three-way tie as it did last year. But right now, just talk about the district standings and where you stand.
Yeah, we know. I don't pay much attention to that, but obviously you kind of peek at it. But we control our own destiny. We went out, and then we're in second in the district. Beyond that, it's kind of out of our control. But yeah, you get if Mustang were to have won, it'd have been a three-way tie, and all three of us had we won out, it would have been it would come down to points. Point differential. You get 15 points. If you win by 15 or more, I should say 15 or more, you get 15 district points, and that's the most you can get. And so it would have came down to points. If there's a two-way tie, it comes down to head-to-head. So whoever won the regular season matchup would be on top. But we feel like we're in a good spot. We win the next 2 weeks, go 1-0 the next 2 weeks. We'll have a first-round bye and then a home playoff game here at Allen Trimble Stadium. So obviously feel good about that going into the playoffs as that as a possibility.
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I can. Should the Trojans finish second in the district and get that first-round bye, Union lost a broken arrow last week, so it could very well be a rematch in the second round as it was last year here. Union at Jenks. You don't need to go that far, but I can. Let's talk about maybe some players that have made some improvement on your offense? I know Tyler Chronister, we've raved about him, and Jenks is averaging 47 points a game on offense, so certainly a lot of praise there. Are there some guys that have made some huge progress on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, you could tell a distinct difference in the offensive line once we got Malik Craig back. 2-year starter, has played really well since coming back. Jamison Mobley, true freshman, starting at right tackle, and he has been dominant at times. Obviously playing the schedule we have, he's kind of got thrown to the wolves, so to speak, and he's been nothing but outstanding. So it's been great to see his growth. And Braxton Daniel, finally getting him healthy and having the season he's having, all the big plays he's had, and he's really improved, in the box. Some of the things you don't see necessarily as a fan is the way he's been blocking. He's been tremendous. And then, of course, Jalen Cato was a starter last year, but he doesn't do anything but catch, make huge plays on important third down catches. When in doubt, get it to 11 and you're going to get a first down. So all those guys offensively. Defensively, our front's kind of been our anchor point all year with Luke McAnally, Rhett Pangburn. And then our edges have been outstanding when Carson Odom, sophomore, Orlando Williams, Jr., so both those guys underclassmen, and several TFLs and sacks over the last couple of weeks. We've kind of been dinged up in the secondary a little bit. Caleb had a little bit of deal, and Ace Gilliam has been out the last couple of weeks. Lincoln Middlestead's been out the last couple of weeks, so trying to get healthy going in the playoffs can be huge. But Zion Castleberry, our other corners, played outstanding, in their stead. And also, there's been a Jalen Cato sighting on defense a little bit. He's came in and done an outstanding job for us. And then Pierce Brand's kind of the glue guy defensively. He's kind of he missed the Deer Creek game, and you could kind of tell there was. His voice and his communication wasn't there, and so getting him back last week was huge for us defensively. And he doesn't do anything but continue to improve, and he plays so fast and so physical. So it was nice to have him back.
Yeah, no question. He is one of the ringleaders of that defense. Enid comes in. They haven't won a game this year. It's been a tough road for them this season. Bixby put 92 on them the other day, 92-0. There was a lot of controversy, I guess you could say. The Tulsa World wrote an article about it. Social media was all over it. You go in this game Friday, certainly is a heavy favorite, but you have to feel for the people at Enid that are just trying to build something here and trying to keep it going.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what's going on. I know they've they lost several players, I think, from last year's team. I'm not sure if it's transfer or if it's graduation or what it is, but I know Coach Cornelson, their head coach, is an outstanding football coach. He was the offensive coordinator at Virginia Tech,
right?
So he knows a lot of football, and so it's certainly not, it's not a coaching issue there. But schematically, they do a really good job offensively and defensively, and then it's kind of talking to your kids. It's about what do we want to accomplish? Are we trying to win a championship? And so it's not necessarily about this week, which is you want to go 1-0 every week, but at the end of the day, it's like we've got to be training, we've got to be practicing, we've got to be playing our best football at this point in the season. So we need to be training to for hopefully playing that first weekend in December. And so that's, at the end of the day, that's what we really need to focus on.
Good luck Friday, Coach. We'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate it.
Adam Gaylor, head coach, for our producer Mason Prince, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you Friday night on Jenks Trojan TV.